All right, I'll say good day to you this day of your time. The transmission today will be the Interstellar Alliance Social Experiment, Step 4. Again, as a reminder, all of these steps, if you are willing to participate, need to be done in continuation at the same time, all of them, according to the timing that we have delivered. The idea today is about identity. Many people on your planet now are talking all about the idea of identity. How do you identify? I identify as this. I identify as that. Well, it's also time to start identifying as a member of the Interstellar Alliance if you are participating in this social experiment. Therefore, in the way that most people on your planet have done this in terms of identifying themselves, we present you with an Interstellar Alliance ID card. Now, this idea is not necessarily to be used only. You have already in your possession different forms of identification cards. You have straight ID cards, you have your driver's licenses, you have your credit cards, you have many forms of identification that you are often asked to provide, that is requested by different authorities for a variety of purposes on your planet. And we are not suggesting that you use the Interstellar Alliance ID card only. We are suggesting that you start using it in conjunction with any of the others that someone may request of you where appropriate, where convenient. You don't have to use it all the time. But the idea is to allow your society to begin to gain familiarity with this social experiment through the presentation of the Interstellar Alliance ID card so that they can start beginning to consider the idea alongside the ID cards that you typically use and are already used to using in your societies. So, we present you a template this time for the Interstellar Alliance ID card that you can put into your computers and can fill out and present, again, where appropriate, alongside your regular identification cards in certain situations. So, Nania, are you ready to read Step 4?
Interstellar Alliance Social Experiment, Step 4. Copy the Interstellar Alliance ID card on page 2 into your computer, add your color photo, and fill out the remainder of the card by typing or hand printing the region, city, and your name. Then add your signature under the photo. The photo should be similar to a passport, driver's license, or other typical ID card photo. Have the completed card printed in color on heavy paper stock, such as 80 or 100-pound stock. It should be printed out in the dimensions of a standard credit card or business card, 3 3/8 inches by 2 1/8 inches. Cut the card out and carry it with you at all times, just as you would any other ID card. Present the Interstellar Alliance ID card along with your regular ID card when ID is required and where appropriate, in order to establish familiarity with Interstellar Alliance ID cards in the general public over time. If asked what it is, remember to simply state that the card is part of a social experiment in which you are participating. If they wish to know more, please refer them to the Bashar.org website, where they can find the streaming event recordings that present the different steps of the Interstellar Alliance social experiment. In completing the Interstellar Alliance ID card, regions are as follows: North America, Central America, South America, Europe, Asia, Australia, Pacific territories, Atlantic territories, Antarctica. The city category can be cities, towns, villages, or established communities. States or provinces are recognized as local geographical areas and not as political entities by the Interstellar Alliance. This information will help you in filling out the Interstellar Alliance identification card. Thank you.
Thank you, Nania. So, the idea is to begin breaking down some of the borders between certain kinds of political distinctions, starting to expand and broaden the idea of the different regions on your planet, more geographically than politically, and to start understanding that you are a citizen of the Earth, as well as a citizen of the Interstellar Alliance, to start thinking more globally. And again, the presentation of this card, along with your regular ID cards, can allow your public in general to become more familiar with this social experiment through a device such as ID cards that they are familiar with seeing every day all over your planet. So if you present them where appropriate in conjunction with the other ID cards, just as a presentation, you can pique other people's curiosity about it. You can, in that way, get them to start researching what this is all about and deciding whether or not to join this social experiment if they think it would be fun. Again, stressing that this is a social experiment. It is not meant to usurp anything on your planet, to replace anything on your planet in anyone's mind, but to join with it, to be in addition to it, so that the changeover, shall we say, from one particular political perspective, the one that you have been using for thousands of years, can shift to a more global perspective, a more interstellar perspective, and allow humanity, at whatever pace you are comfortable with participating in, to become Homo Galacticus. So we thank you for those who are willing to participate in this fun experiment, this part of the social experiment, and we encourage you to use it in a playful way, to keep it light, and to remember to follow the other steps as well at the same time. We will be taking a break from the steps next time and delivering a different bit of information to all of you so that you can take the time to absorb the first 4 steps before we continue on to the 5th step and beyond. So, we will be giving you more information about the relationship between the physical mind, the soul, and the oversoul, so that you can gain a different perspective of the relationship between those 3 levels of consciousness and how it relates to your experience of physical reality and your experience of space and time. After that, we will continue to deliver additional steps, taking breaks along the way where appropriate, again to give you time to absorb the information and come to terms with exactly how involved you wish to be in this social experiment, and allow your vibrational frequency to change over time at a rate and a pace that is comfortable for you if you have decided to participate. We thank you for allowing us to share this new aspect, this 4th step of the Interstellar Alliance social experiment this day of your time. And in return for the gift you are giving us in allowing us to play with you, we ask, how may we now continue to be of service to you as well? Please begin with your questions and your dialogues if you wish.